Okay, local swell trackers, Monday the 12th. Game back on for the season. Even town and country are going to be doing way better than we've seen in a long time. This first guy's the culprit. Buoys hit today with some 14, 15-second forerunners. This is the guy up here right on the date line. We'll be seeing some 6-footers tomorrow, probably by midday. And starting in the animations, you could see that guy spinning with that super long fetch. It was a slow track, so again, a long, wide fetch. Thus, in a decent point. So we are looking at, again, 4 to 6 footers by noon on Tuesday. It should last a long time since the track was slow, and it's fairly close to us, nudging the nose of the fetch within 1,200 miles of us. Finishing up the animations, you can see that next storm just forming off Kamchatka, and we'll show you more of that in a second. But this is the little bit of hind casting for you. We do have a hurricane here. This is the 15th one. Name, Orlean. And again, it's about 300 miles off the west-southwest tip of Baja, and it is modeled to make its way towards us and bring some sizable wind swell, and I'll get to that in a second as well. All right, these are the surface winds, thanks to Storm Surf, and here we are down here, about 20 degrees north, and let's click it in. Starting up the current surface wind models, there's this next storm that'll be pumping us up on Friday. Long period forerunners, higher winds in this beast, but the deal is it's much further away. Well, quite a bit further away than the last one, but it is a broad storm. The center moves right up along the Aleutians with a nice long fetch. Again, forerunners on this next swell. A 1-2 punch is going to be filling in Friday with some 18-second forerunners. It'll get about 4 feet by the afternoon. This one's a northwest. The last one, the one we're going to see for Tuesday, Wednesday, is a north-northwest. And the second one here that I was just showing you will be pumping up some waves with, let's say, 6.5 feet, 14 seconds. So 5 to 7 probably. We may get lucky and see some bigger ones from this guy. Fades out, but let's keep an eye on it. And here is Orlean and moving our way. So take a look. Orlean really is forecasted so far to get really close to us. It's going to be whipping up some big wind swell. It's going to be bumping us up to probably 8 foot, 12 second, and that's modeled around Wednesday the 21st. But the first signs of it from the earliest stages could show up as early as Monday the 19th. So some more ground swell, tropical wind swell on its way. And let's hope that Orlean behaves and just brings us waves and does not touch the islands. All right, little hindcasting Monday, Tuesday of last week. There's this nice large fetch that'll be bringing some giant waves, well, large and in charge waves to Fiji, etc. And for us, it'll be get cheese grated through all these South Pac islands. Still march some waves up to us. This first portion is not going to be big. It's going to be super lully. It is showing up on the buoys with 2+ for Tuesday. And the good news is that storm did march out to the east coast. It did hug the east coast, so the fetch couldn't get its full potential, but there's still going to be some support. So the first phase of the Tasman Sea, we're starting to feel now, get 2, hopefully 3 feet on the deep water reefs. And then this portion, Wednesday, Thursday, should be 2 to 4 for town. And so we're looking really good. Starting the animations on the surface winds, you can see it fizzles out and we go pretty zonal down under. And now we'll bring you to today's models. You can see a lot of storm activity way down but there by the Ross Ice Shelf. And even though these storms are really powerful, they're very zonal. We're going to get some 18-foot surf for South Chile, and they're going to be going Richter. For us, we'll get a portion of sideband swell, and this next one's going to, it's slated for some 18-second forerunners from the south-southwest around Tuesday the 20th. Mark your calendars for that or check Surf News Network. By Wednesday and Thursday, the 21st, 22nd, we should be looking at hopefully some 2 to 3+ off of this, but again, a large portion of it is sideband swell, but it's a very big storm, as you can plainly see. So again, the surface charts hand drawn. You can see this high pressure moving in. It'll be bumping us up. We have average trade wind swell right now from this high pressure over here, and this next high will be bumping us up with some wind swell towards this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We'll see a ramp solid 3 feet, thanks to the high pressures. They're having to compete though with the more powerful lows that are starting to move in, showing fall, and we will be above levels averages here this coming week with a 1-2 punch. The broken red lines are showing some upper level trough moving down the island through Tuesday night, Wednesday night. That upper level low also within the trough adding additional instability. So we are definitely looking at wetter than normal conditions here over the islands due to this deep tropical moisture over the region here for most of this week. So possible heavy rainfall. But we've got waves. We don't care. We're going to get wet anyway. That high pressure far to the northeast of the islands could bring increased trade winds late in the week, but we'll wait and see what these high pressures are going to do. But yeah, average trade wind swell with a slight bump towards the weekend, and tons of swell for both town and country. Now the jet stream has dropped. It has consolidated, showing the signs of the new season, and these large upper air currents help in the formation of storms and direct their paths once they're formed, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Pretty typical of fall. You see the blue areas designating the high pressure zones. Down under, a lot of activity for this time of year. We are getting some waves, but all in all, the South Shore at this point is going to be quieting down as it goes zonal and drops further. The water vapor loops showing features in the upper levels are showing a lot of instability. What I was talking about, that tropical moisture, and it's definitely hovering over the region here for the next several days. Brown areas are showing the drier, more stable air mass, and that's not what's happening right over Hawaii. See those cirrus clouds in the upper regions. Down below that, we'll be seeing quite a bit of cloud cover as well. Drilling down a little bit further, tell you highs will be about mid-80s, lows about mid-70s, and the reflective loops definitely showing a lot of rain on both sides, the windward and leeward side, hovering quite a bit over Maui right now. They're just getting dumped on, and again, that'll be off and on for most of the islands here. And we'll finish up here with a large spinner for Friday, Saturday's swell. Here comes Orlean and down under. Take a look at all that energy flowing west to east or zonally. We'll be steering in that one big storm far southeast of New Zealand, moving zonal and bringing us in that swell here for, said around the 21st, 25th. 21st, 22nd will be the peak. And that's your local swell tracker. We'll see you in the lineup. Pick your shore. There's going to be waves around the compass. Mahalo for being here. Aloha.